Reproduction through seeds. Hello friends, today we will learn how plants make more of their kind. The topic is reproduction through seeds. Let's begin our journey with flowers, fruits and seeds. Learning objectives. By the end of this session, we will be able to define reproduction and explain why it is important for plants. Identify and describe the two main types of reproduction in plants, sexual and asexual. Explain reproduction through seeds as a type of sexual reproduction. Label and describe the parts of a flower, including their role in reproduction. Describe the process of pollination. Identify its types, self and cross, and name common agents of pollination, insects, wind, water, etc. Explain fertilization in plants and how it leads to seed formation. Identify the parts of a seed and understand their functions. Connect plant reproduction to real-life examples. Example, growing fruit from seeds, role of bees. Apply knowledge through observation and inquiry, using activities or videos to track the stages of reproduction in plants. Summarize the entire process from flower to seed in simple steps. Assess their understanding through a short quiz or class discussion. Think and wonder. Have you ever seen a tiny seed grow into a big plant? It's magical, isn't it? Have you ever planted a seed and seen it grow? Let's explore how this magic works. Known to unknown. We all eat fruits like mangoes and watermelons. Have you noticed they have seeds inside? These seeds can grow into new plants. How? Let's find out. What is reproduction? Reproduction means making more of the same kind. It helps plants continue their life and grow in number. Without reproduction, plants would disappear over time. Types of reproduction in plants. Plants reproduce in two ways, through seeds that come from flowers and through other parts like roots, stems, or leaves. Focus on reproduction through seeds. Today we'll focus on reproduction through seeds. Seeds need the right conditions like water, sunlight, and soil to grow into plants. Flower, the starting point. Flowers are the starting point of seed formation. They are the reproductive parts of a plant and help make seeds. Parts of a flower. Let's look inside the flower to see its parts. Each part has an important job in the seed formation. Sepals, protection team. Sepals are green and leaf-like. They protect the flower when it is still a bud. Petals, the attraction team. Petals are bright and colorful. They attract bees and butterflies to the flower. Stamen, the male part. The stamen is the male part of the flower. It has two parts, the filament and the anther. The anther makes pollen, which is a yellow powder. Pistil, the female part. The pistil is the female part. It has three parts. The stigma, which receives pollen, the style, which connects the stigma to the ovary, and the ovary, which has ovules that turn into seeds. Recap parts of a flower. Let's revise what we've learned. Sepals protect, petals attract, stamens make pollen, and the pistil helps make seeds. Every part of a flower has a job. Complete versus incomplete flowers. Let's compare. Complete flowers have both male and female parts, like lily and apple. Incomplete flowers have only one, like cucumber and corn. Some flowers have all four parts. They are called complete flowers. Hibiscus, If a flower is missing either the stamen or pistil, it is an incomplete flower. Pumpkin. What is pollination? Pollination is the process of moving pollen from the anther male part to the stigma female part. This step is needed to make seeds. Who helps in pollination? Pollination happens with help. Bees, butterflies, birds, wind, and dew otters carry pollen between flowers. They're called pollinators. Agents of pollination. Bees and butterflies land on flowers to collect nectar. They carry pollen from one flower to another. Birds, like hummingbirds, sip nectar and help transfer pollen between flowers. In some plants, pollen is very light and blows in the wind from one flower to another. In water plants, flowing water helps move the pollen to the next flower. Types of pollination. There are two types of pollination. Self-pollination, where pollen goes to the pistil of the same flower, pia. Cross-pollination, where pollen goes to a different flower, sunflower. Let's think. Which one do you think needs more help from nature? Self-pollination or cross-pollination? Let's discuss. Now comes fertilization. After pollination, the pollen travels down the style to the ovary. It joins with the ovule inside. This is called fertilization. What happens after fertilization? Once fertilization happens, the ovary grows into a fruit. The ovule inside becomes a seed. This is how fruits and seeds are formed. Stages of seed formation. Step 1. Let's see how seeds begin forming. First, pollen from the anther lands on the stigma and travels through the style to reach the ovule. Stages of seed formation. Step 2. Next, the pollen reaches the ovule and joins with it. This is called fertilization. It's the main step to make seeds. Stages of seed formation. Step 3. After fertilization, the ovary starts growing into a fruit. The tiny ovules inside turn into seeds. Let's think. Why does mango have one seed and watermelon has many? It depends on how many ovules the flower had inside its ovary. Real life example, mango. Here's a real example. A mango flower turns into a mango fruit. Can you guess how many ovules it had? Just one. Real life example, tomato and guava. Fruits like tomatoes and guavas have many seeds. That means their flowers had many ovules. Structure of a seed. Let's look inside a seed. It has a seed coat that protects it. Embryo, the tiny new plant inside the seed that grows into a new plant. Seed shoot, the shoot grows into leaves. Seed root, the root grows into the plant's roots. Embryo, the baby plant that will grow. Match flower parts to their job. Let's match. Can you match each part of the flower to what it does? Let's try it together. Quick quiz. Question 1. Which part makes pollen? A. Petal. B. Stamen. C. Sepal. Question 2. What helps in pollination? A. Insects. B. Fruits. C. Roots. Question 3. What happens after fertilization? A. Bud forms. B. Fruit forms. C. Leaf forms. Question 4. Seeds are formed in which part? A. Petals. B. Was chivery. C. Sepals. What did we learn? We've learned so much today. We explored parts of a flower, how pollination works, what fertilization is, and how seeds and fruits are formed. Think and share. Now it's your turn. Can you draw and label your own flower in your notebook? Don't forget the sepals, petals, stamen, and pistil. Recap video. Let's review everything we've learned with this short video. Watch closely. Real-life connection. Farmers need pollination to grow fruits and vegetables. Bees help them by moving pollen from flower to flower. That's why saving bees is important. Did you know? Did you know? Some plants don't need seeds. Potatoes, onions, and mint can grow from their own parts. We'll learn more about that next time. Think, pair, share. Let's think together. Pair up with a partner and talk about: why is pollination important? Can plants grow without seeds? If you were a farmer, how would you protect bees? Thank you. The end. Great job today, everyone. You're now a flower expert. Keep exploring the plant world and asking questions. See you next time.